Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's IELTS analysis class, where I will be looking at structuring a paragraph for a problems and solutions essay. So this is a very important element of writing. In the writing exam, you will be graded on 4 elements. You'll be graded on your task response, the cohesion and coherence element of your writing, your lexical resource, i.e. your vocabulary, and your grammatical range and accuracy. So when we're looking at coherence and cohesion, and also making sure that we are addressing the task in an appropriate manner, the way that we organize our paragraphs and the way that we structure our paragraphs is very important. So welcome to all of those who are watching the class today on both Facebook and YouTube. If you are there in on these forums, then please say hello. It'll be great to see you this afternoon. Your greetings. Where are you? Whereabouts are you watching the class from? And also, if you have any suggestions or any answers for this task, then please let me know in the chat box as well. So let's go and have a look then at the task itself to begin with. We can see that the question is this. So as usual with an IELTS question, we have an introduction. The number of people who are overweight or obese is far higher than in previous generations. So that's the background sentence. And then we have the actual question. And we can just underline that now. The question is, what are the reasons for this, is the first part, and how can this problem, or how can the problem, be tackled? Okay, so this is paraphrasing basically a problems and solutions issue. So what are the reasons for this, i.e. basically what are the problems, what is causing this to happen, and how can the problem be tackled? Yeah, so how can the problem be tackled is asking basically what are the solutions to this problem? Okay, we tackle a problem, we try to provide a solution to the problem. So we're going to be looking at a main body paragraph which is addressing this question, and that's what we're going to have a look at now. And we're going to look at how we can include the sentences of that main body paragraph in an appropriate order. So let's have a look now at that paragraph. I can see that we've got some people saying hi in the chat. Hello, Ashinichi, great to see you. From KSA, help me out. I'm trying to think, KSA. Country beginning with K. Oh, forgive my ignorance. I can't work that one out. KSA. Korea. Is it Korea? No? Let me know anyway. John, great to see you. Hello to you in Canada. And Zia, great to see you in the chat as well. So let's have a look at the actual paragraph now. We've got Ronalyn as well from Singapore. Great to see you here, Ronalyn. I recognize you from our speaking classes. Okay, so here is the paragraph then. Okay, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, of course. Can you see me? Okay, sorry about that. I had some issues on my side. I thought that the program had crashed. Apparently, I was still live, so sorry about that pregnant pause, building anticipation. So let's get back to where we were. So hello to those that have joined the class during that pause. Hi to Ratna, Hyacinth, and Alice. Great to see you here. So let me get back on track. So, okay. I was about to share my screen so we could have a look at the task together. So I'm just going to do that now. And so we can see, if we look at the task, that we have the paragraph, but it is disordered. So we need to make sure that we put the sentences in the correct order. We have the first one. One of the reasons, states here, that so many people are overweight is that they eat junk food instead of cooking a healthy meal. Okay, so it's a good way to start a main body paragraph for a problems and solutions essay. Start with one of the reasons. And so we have the problem here. They eat junk food instead of cooking a healthy meal. So what we should expect the next sentence to be is a solution or an explanation of this particular problem. So let's see. They eat junk food instead of cooking a healthy meal. If we have a look at B, it goes on to say it's common these days for people to eat takeaway food or pick up a ready meal from the supermarket rather than cook a healthy meal. So this is explaining C. So C is the topic sentence for this paragraph. It's telling us what the problem is, and B is adding further explanation to that and giving an example. So the example is the ready meal from the supermarket. Okay. Or they eat takeaway food. So these are examples of people eating junk food. And so this would follow up from our initial topic sentence looking at the problem. Okay, so we have to have a look now at the solution. So we've got two sentences talking about the problem. Let's see now what the solution could be. So let's see. Just before we look at the solution, we have more examples. We can see if we look at E, that this is giving more context to the original example that was given. So we can see that we have, for instance, which is used to give examples. In the UK, so being very specific now, the writer is probably from the UK, so we'll use examples from their country. If you are from the Philippines, or if you are from the Middle East, or whichever country you're from, it would obviously make sense to give examples that you know about in your country. And it talks about sales of pre-prepared meals, which contain high levels of fat and salt, so that's your junk food, have increased dramatically in the last few years. So again, that's giving more context to the original problem, isn't it? So the first three sentences are all focusing on the problem. Okay, we've got our topic sentence. They eat junk food instead of cooking a healthy meal. It's common for people to eat takeaway food. And they also pick up food, a ready meal from the supermarket. Yeah, for instance, sales of pre-prepared meals which contain high levels of fat and salt have increased dramatically in the last few years. So all of these sentences are focusing on the problem. The solution, well, here we are. Here's a good topic sentence to help us look at the solution. A very nice phrase. So to address this issue, the government should increase sales tax on food considered to be unhealthy. Okay, so we saw that we had the problem was highlighted. One of the reasons. The solution is addressed with this phrase, to address this issue. And then finally, we're left with this sentence, which explains the solution. This would hopefully encourage consumers to buy healthier food and therefore lose weight. So it explains how the solution will come into effect, what the benefits will be of approaching the problem with this solution. So this is how we should have ordered our paragraph. Did you order your paragraph in the same way? please let me know in the chat if you did. And let me know if you have any comments or suggestions based on the way this paragraph has been ordered. Hello to Cheryl, by the way. Great to see you in the class today. There was the talk of what other information we could include, other things that we could look at in relation to this question, looking at the issue of obesity. Of course, we could also look at people engaging in less exercise, perhaps being more sedentary, people having more sedentary jobs, the influence of technology, and then our solutions could look at more exercise programs, encouraging people to do sport, government campaigns. So these are some other ideas that we could look at. So I hope you found today's class useful. Thank you to all of those who have been watching live, and I hope to see you in the next class. We will be doing, of course, our IELTS speaking class tomorrow, and we will have the next IELTS analysis class on Tuesday. So until then, keep working hard and take care.